congratulations, all of us. Well done, us, for still being here 3 days in. Genuine check-in, how are you? How's everyone doing? There are people with different levels of lockdown at the moment. There are some people who are in total lockdown and aren't leaving the house, and then others who are a little bit more freedom to go out and about. So I hope that you're coping. Hope money's going okay. This will help, hopefully. Good. Thank you again for your messages. Really, really nice to get them. So let's just start, shall we? Day 3, crack on in. Taking off the slippers. Now, before we start today, I just want to spend a bit more time talking about some of this stuff we're doing at the start, which is inspired by some Tai Chi and Qi Gong work. This stuff is kind of gold dust for what we're going through right now. It can really help us to settle, to align, and to start to resolve some of the tensions we're feeling. A lot of the physical tensions we're feeling might have an emotional basis. And vice versa, you can be tight in your body in certain areas that will give you a feeling of anxiety or tension or unrest. So I'm not a teacher in Tai Chi or Qigong. I'm going to direct you to a guy called Michael Acton, who is the head of the school I studied with in the UK. If you go after you've seen this, or before, now if you want, and if you go into YouTube and just search Michael Acton, A-C-T-O-N, Tai Chi, T-A-I space C-H-I, you're going to get a whole bunch of really lovely exercises come up, and with his Qigong work as well. I personally do it before I even start this warm-up, and it just really helps. You can do it in whatever space it takes for you to stand if you need to. So this mother stance we're talking about, the first position, hip width apart for the moment, and sinking down. Now when I'm talking about the ball of the foot, I'm talking about this bit here. And I want you to imagine there's a tripod on the bottom of your foot. So here, here, and here are where the points are. And as we're standing in mother stance, all of these are balanced. Versus if you put your weight on one leg, the balance is going to go into the ball of the foot. Then as we go back again, then we even up. So we're now balanced equally on the front and back on all sides. If you feel like there's more pressure on the inside of your foot rather than your outside, if your big toes pushing the ground more than your little toe, it might be because you have retention referring up here, actually coming from the pelvis and the small of the back. So rather than try and think about forcing your knees out, a technique is to really think about broadening through the pelvis and releasing the small of the back. So easy to say, how do you do that? Some nice imagery is thinking about, for example, imagine you're sending heat or light into the area, or encouraging it to open, or imagining that the small of the back can touch the wall behind you. I'm giving you lots of different options. You can't do them all at once, but just try different ones and see which ones work for you. Now, it's a bit hard to tell from the front, but I actually do have a knee bend. It's very subtle. It's just like this. It's just a softening. We need to make sure when we do this, the knees are not past the toes, so we don't want this. This is putting a lot of pressure on my Achilles at the back and also putting pressure on the soft tissues over the knee. So when you look down, you should actually see that your toes are still crowning your knees. So let's go back again, here, sinking down. There's always this feeling of both the head rising up while everything else is sinking down. So there's an energy in two directions, which can be quite hard to try and create. That's why often I sort of talk about things like maybe there's a string coming from your head, like a marionette, someone's pulling up and you're just hanging down off it. Or, like I said the other day, there's a magnet on your head pulling you up, but also one on the floor pulling you deep into the earth. Or, alternatively, like you're a hot air balloon, so that the head is the balloon that's floating up, which stretches down to the basket, which is the pelvis, and there's a rope connecting it to a stake that's driven deep into the ground, and that's the feet. So play with all of these. And like I said, this is inspired by the work I've done with them, so this is my take on it. But if you want the purest source, absolutely check out Michael. I'll check out also local Tai Chi places that might have some online work for you. Cool. So with that done, I want you to think about the butt cheeks releasing. A nice imagery if you imagine that your bones are becoming super hot, and so the muscles can start to slide off them. And just remember, don't let the chin pop out forwards like this. We want to actually lift up from the back of the head. Soften the jaw. So as you start to do this work, we want to go into the internal landscape, which is the Qigong. And we want to be able to explore using the breath, which parts of the body are tight. And a lot of them will have connections. So you might find the tension over the front of the hips relates to tension at the small of the back, which relates to tension over the diaphragm, which could actually relate to tension across here or at the back of the neck. But you're going to have your own individual version of that, so have fun. All right, so with that in mind, before we start, just start to find that center. And start with, I want you to put your hands like you're pushing down a big old beach ball in front of you. The fingertips are actually in alignment. And just find a moment to breathe. So in your own rhythm, breathing in. When you're ready, breathe out. So I have the feeling that you're not forcing this breath. It just reflexively comes in, or like the air inside you just enters itself into the body. And then you relax down and it releases. Just breathing in. And breathing out. You can probably hear there's some plates crashing. That's just my neighbour next door. She's not angry, she's just doing dishes. Okay, good. Keep going, just breathing in. And breathing out. Now you're welcome to pause me and stay here for as long as you like. Just starting to find a little bit of balance through the body. You can feel like the shoulder blades are starting to slide down the back. That this area under the armpits is starting to relax down to touch the sides of the pelvis. And then from here, we're just going to go to one more position. Just there's a tension you might feel building up in the forearms. Just release that and turn the hands over. The fingertips point to each other, as do the thumbs. And breathing in and out. Keep going. And all the while, just send your mind around the body, just seeing if there are areas that are tense. The belly should be nice and released. And you can imagine that your sternum is relaxing down until it touches the small of the back. Or a nice imagery I was given by a voice teacher once. Imagine that along your spine there's a row of mirrors facing forwards. And all they're doing is just reflecting whatever you feel back out again. And breathing in. And out. Good. Again, pause me if you want. Just in finding that, we're just going to now crack on to the music. Lyndall's Luscious warm-up, day 3. Let's time this together. Oh, she's really doing dishes next door. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. She'll be Charlie Mulrat. Great. So keeping that alignment we found, the hands are going to come out. They roll. Let's go underneath first. Come together. And then blossom out. So breathe in, draw the breath in. And out. Feel free to go with the own rhythm of your breath. Don't have to follow me or the music. Breathing in, it draws the breath in. And then blossom out. Back of the neck still lengthening. Butt cheeks released. Soften the jaw. Relax the tightness of the hip flexors. Couple more. Good. So now we're going to just reverse that. So we beckon in and breathe out. Unclench your butt cheeks. Sending warmth to the small of the back. Beautiful. All right. Now we're going to breathe in, rise up, breathe out, rise down, but don't let the heels touch the ground. And then the first time the wrists go out and down, then back in, they go inwards, but don't let the heels touch the ground. Couple more times. Breathing. Draw the breath in as the wrists rise up. Draw it through the body. Couple more. I always say that and do extra. So does every movement teacher around the world. Good. All right, taking a wider stance. Only go as wide as you feel comfortable. Again, as you relax down, making sure the knees are over the toes. And we're going to act like we're drawing on a bow and arrow. Breathing in. So breathing in. Breathing out. Again, go in your own rhythm. Now, relax the butt cheeks because they probably tightened while we did this. Really feel like you're drawing that bow. Stretch across the chest. Keep going. So you stretch like a spring. Release, draw in the breath. Good. All right, arms at the side, heading one way and the other way. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Go in your own rhythm. So you're looking towards the palm that's up. Now you might find your legs starting to get tight here. I want you to consciously think about letting the thighs go. So they're hollow on the inside. Good, bring the legs in. And breathing in. Bit of a knee bend. And out. Drawing the breath with the movement. You can start to accentuate through the movement as you feel more warmed up. Go gentle. And again. It's like a wave comes through the body. Let the head go. Good. Take the legs wider and keep going the same pattern. Really let the head go at the bottom. Good. Coming back to center. Now like you're giving someone a big bear hug and then open out. Breathe in. Only stretch as far as you feel comfortable. Good. Right, placing one arm up to the ceiling, doing a circle. Make sure it's with the thorax and not with the head. Your head's braced between the arms and you're doing the most perfect circle you can on the ceiling. Knees are soft, go the other way. Make the movement really smooth like honey. So there's no clunky bits. If it's clunky, slow down. Perfect circle. Good. Just roll it out, and other arm. It's a bit chillier today, I feel chilly. Soften the jaw, release the butt, and going the other way. Nice and easy, making sure the head's still reaching up towards the ceiling while we go. Beautiful. All right, roll out the wrist and at the same time roll out the ankle. So I've got all of my weight on my grounded leg. For me, it's my right leg. And I'm just using the floor as a pivot point. Good. Change the direction of both the hand and the foot. That messes with your mind, doesn't it? Good. Changing direction of both again. All the weight's now on the other foot, relaxing the butt cheek down. Imagine that all the contents of your belly are pouring down through that grounded leg like a sand. Go, reverse the direction of both. Good, just put the weight back on the first leg. Keep all the weight on this leg and just start to gently use the floor like it's massaging your foot. So you're starting to explore all the different ranges of movement. You can start to bend down a bit more on this foot here. And no pressure on this foot though. So all the weight's in this leg. Good, and go the other way. Woo. Almost gave myself a cramp. Good. Beautiful, all right. And rolling down to the spine. Hang there. Knees are soft. Now look forward and lengthen through the knees. And go back down. Bend the knees, rolling up. Roll the shoulders. And same sequence again, going down. Look forward and lengthen. Go down. Rolling up. Couple more times, just from the side. So rolling down, knees are bent. Look forward and lengthen. Come down. And rolling up. Last time, rolling down. Look forward and lengthen. Coming down. Rolling up. Good. Hand goes in front and then behind. Make that double time now. So the only bit of this movement that has energy is that little pop there. Now let go of the arm, let it just swing by itself. This is a Lecoq movement, I believe. Not that I've trained with Lecoq, but I've trained with people who trained with Lecoq. Okay, good, this is day 3. All right, go the other arm. Good. Now, if you're feeling particularly saucy today, do one arm, then the other. Bit hard to time with the music. If this is blowing your brain, just stick with one arm, do a few more sets on one side, then the other side. If you're going to achieve anything in this quarantine period, it's this exercise. Good, all right. Reaching forward, and then bend the knees, come back up, and again reaching forward. Bend the knees, come back. Go a little lower now, reaching forward, and bend the knees, come back up. And each time you go a little further, and back up, and down, and back up. Turn out the toe to face the side, don't lose balance. Go forward, and bend the knees, come back up. And forward. Make sure you don't put pressure on that back knee. And forward. Back up. Make sure you soften the knees before you come back up. Good. Same now, turn the heels back, the toes back. And down. Forward. Roll back up, bend the knees. And again. And up. And down. Good, alright. Legs wide, rolling down to the floor. And just super gentle bounces. Gently releasing the jaws, spreading through the small of the back. Now I want you to imagine there's a dinner plate in front of you, and you're going to twist one side and the other, staying in the center. Nothing too extreme, don't turn too much if you find that it's too much on the inguinal area. Good, take yourself over. If you can, go behind the left leg. If you can't go behind, just go to here, that's absolutely fine. Other side, go behind the leg. Beautiful. Just come down to lying on your back. And just bring the knees up. Sorry, it's getting my phone in my pocket. It's stuck. Good. Knees up and circle. While you do this, feel like the sacrum is lengthening out away from you. So rather than curling up like this, the sacrum's flat under the floor. Circle the other way. Good. Right, putting the feet down. Stabilize the right leg. Draw the belly in like it's a clock face. We're just going to bring this knee out and back in. Doesn't need to go too far. Try not to take any of the tension in the flexors. It's all through the belly. Relax the back of the neck. If you want to work harder on this, really draw that belly in. So basically you can control how hard this is. It can be quite hard if you want it to be. This should be about a blueberry-sized hole underneath your spine at the back. So you're not arched like this, but you're not completely flat. A couple more times. Good, let's go to the other side. So, open and close. And again, unclench your jaw. It's amazing when we put tension where we don't need it. The body goes, yeah, let me help you with that. You're not helping, stop it. So really, this is just as much as important about learning what muscles to engage as what muscles not to engage. So you don't want the back of the neck trying to help out in this. Lovely, all right, now we're going to come up to the legs are on the tabletop. Just bring one leg down and up. Stay on that same side. So as I'm bringing it down, I'm not cheating by bending the knee like this. The movement's coming from the hip. And again, that clock face draws in. If you want to work harder, draw the clock face in more. And other leg staying up there. If you want to increase the workload, put your hands up. I'm losing count, so I'll do a couple more. Good, just draw that in for a second, stretch it out. If you want, you can roll your back on the mat or the floor, just to massage out the sacrum. Just going to go back to the tabletop again, and we're just going to swap legs one after the other. So as you come up, make sure that your thigh is perpendicular to the ground. Again, make sure the movement, the engagement's coming from the stomach, not from the jaw or the back of the neck. And try and keep the flexors open as much as you can. Keep going even though the music stopped for me in any case. Good, and just roll that out. I like this song. All right, feet down. Now extend the pelvis away and down. So rather than thinking about lifting it up, think about extending the pelvis and then rolling down. If you want to increase the workload, either place your hands with the palms facing up or above. Up. All right, so we're going to go up and hold now. Up. Now, if this is enough for you, stay in this like this. If you want to increase the workload, pick up your left leg and pulse it. All right, and everyone coming down. Go back up again. Again, if this is enough for you, stay there. Otherwise, right leg out and pulse it. Good, going down. Final time through. Again, if this is enough for you, just do it normally. Otherwise, one leg out, rising up and down. If you don't have your leg up, just do it with two legs, so just this. Good, changing legs if your legs are up. Four more. Good. All right, before we stretch that out, just take the feet out as far as they can. And these are to work the hamstrings. Same again, hands here, here, or here, or here. And we're going up for two. And down. So the stretch should be now more, the work should be more in the back of the knees, just above the back of the knees. Couple more. And again. Two more. Beautiful. The last ones we're going to do, bring the knees in tight to the butt. And what we're going to do is we're going to go up, out,
butt touch the ground. Make sure the hip stays high as you open out the knees. So don't let the pelvis drop like this. You want to keep it up high. You're going to feel this one tomorrow. Lovely. All right, just come into sitting and just circle around the knees again. That was some Pilates stuff that we got given by Performance Medicine. Thank you, Maddie. Good. Just let the legs drop out to the side and just let them nice, easily move from side to side. Lovely. Right, just turn yourself onto the side. These are called clams. So when you're in this position, make sure you're drawing this pelvis down so that you have a gap underneath here. You don't want to sink the hip into the ground. The hip should be directly up so that you're perpendicular to the floor. So keeping the ankles together, what we're going to do is we're going to open them and down. This is just a Pilates routine. Lots of people do this. But if you're finding it super easy, it might mean you're doing it wrong. Make sure you're really pulling the that clock face in here. Open and close. Now, if you're finding this comfortable enough, I'm going to give you the progression. Otherwise, just keep on staying with this. If you want the progression, we're going to pick our feet up and out and in. You can go a little slower. Up, 2, down. Now, if that's enough for you, stay there. Otherwise, the progression is we're going to go up, out, in, down. Yeah, you'll love it. I've lost count. I don't know. Couple more. Good. All right. Let it come down. Just got the heel of your hand. Just hit that muscle that's just been working hard along the butt. You should feel it. Lovely. And changing sides. And same again. Just going to go up and down. Everyone can start at the same level, drawing this top hip down, remember? Now, if that's enough for you, stay there. Otherwise, feet up. Drawing in the clock face on the belly. Keep going. Soften the jaw. All right, so stay there if you want. Otherwise, progression. We're going to go up, out, in, and down. Out, in, and down. Keep going. You might as well get a great butt while we're here in quarantine. We can call it quarantine butt. Beautiful. And down. Just use the heel of your hand just to hit out that muscle that's just been working. Good. Back to the original side again. Now, be careful with your shoulders and your wrist on this one we're going to do. I'm going to get you to hold a side plank. So you can either hold it like this on your elbows and your knees, or you can hold it up like this, whichever you feel more comfy with. I don't mind, but the arm goes up. Be careful that you don't overexert with this. Now, if you're feeling like you're stressed, stay there. Otherwise, we're going to go in and out. The version here can be like this, or like this. Otherwise, we're up here. Couple more. Beautiful. Rolling around onto your plank. Just stay there for a bit. If this is enough, stay here. Otherwise, we're going to do some push-ups, either on your knees or your feet. Nice and slow. Keep the shoulder blades engaged so you're not putting the workload on the front of the biceps. Good. Now we're going to put the hands out to the side and keep going. Two more of these. Beautiful. Now we're going to change to the other plank. You guys can turn and face the back if you want. I'm just changing this way. Remember, it's either sideways, so either on your knees or on your feet, and we turn in. Don't put any pressure on the shoulder joint here. If it's too much, just hold a side plank on your knees and your elbows. Good. All right, just come back into a child's pose for a second just to stretch that out. Good. Onto a bounce. Nice and easy. Start to get the blood flowing. All right. Jumping. Make sure your pants don't fall down with your phone in the pocket. I'm going to hold my phone actually. See how this goes. All right, we're going to go for a twist. Hope you went to the toilet before we started this. If not, pause and come back. Oh, hair's falling out. Alrighty, everyone's favorite, star jumps. Alright, like you're skiing. Back to a twist again. Star jumps. Keep going. And skis. Okay, good. Just tucking. Just doing this while I'm putting my hair up. Keep going. All right. We're going to go elbow to knee, but keeping on the same side. If this is too much, go half time. Really engage the core to help with this. Keep going. See how much you hate me now. Change legs. Keep going. One more set. All right, so what we're going to do now, behind and kick, behind, kick. Control it. Stay on balance, change legs, behind, kick. Good, keep going. I think you're good. Even if you're looking rubbish, you're here, that's what counts. All right, squats. Again, keep going. Now we're going to squat into a kick. So lift it up out of your hips, and you go knee and foot. If this is too much, just stay with the squats. Lovely. All right. Going to sit behind. Keep the weight in the front foot. Just going to kick the leg up behind. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're doing 16, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Change legs. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to kick behind and up. Behind and up. Make sure you use your core to help you with that. 7, 8. 2, 3, engage the core. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Change legs. 1, 2. Make sure your knee and your toe and the front leg are both aligned. Don't have your toe pointing off in a weird angle. Woo. Good. Right, just jumping per side. Good work. All right, pushing. Like you're pushing someone away. All right, this is from Tom Hodgson as well. Bit of keeping yourself stable and bringing the arms with the shoulders. Try and keep the head on the same level. Really bring those elbows up. Keep going. Another set. You look fabulous. All right, let's swing it. You can put a click in if you like. All right, jogging with knees up. Doing great. Kick your butt. And again. You want to touch your knees. Kick your butt. All right, sideways lunges. Don't slip over on your floor. And again, go. One more set. Get a little lower if you can. Really drive through the heel to get yourself off the ground. Good, forwards lunges. Oops. Ready, wait for it. Changing legs each time. Good, all right, swinging. Just one arm. Nice and release. So have the feeling this is actually coming from the ground. So you're pushing up through that grounded foot. Go the other arm. So you're pushing off the heel of the back foot, and that's what makes your arm swing around. All right, other side. Push up the heel of the front foot to make your arm swing around. Make sure you don't hit anything. And the other way. Pushing off the heel of the front foot. Good. And just twisting. So keep the hips facing forward. Keep going, just slow it down now. So nice and easy. Let it slow down. So the knees are slightly bent. Hips are still facing forward, but the shoulders and the head are going around. Good, now keep the head facing forwards. So it's just the shoulders moving with the arms attached. Beautiful, well done peeps. All right, just gonna stretch through, hold on to something if you need to. Make sure that you keep your knees aligned, lifting up tall, stretching out the quads. If you can, stay on balance on this leg and bring this forward. Stretching up. Keep the weight in the ball of the grounded foot. If you want, you can circle the ankle on this foot too. If you can, stay there. Cradle your foot. You get a stretch through the glutes. And if you want, if you're on balance, you can give a slight rock there. Beautiful, just changing legs. Woo. Lengthen down through the sacrum while you do this. Good, stretching forwards. You guys do it, just getting my phone out of my pocket. This is why I don't do warm-ups with my phone in my pocket. Good, stay on balance if you can, and just change it into a glute stretch. All right, lovely, just take yourself to the floor. You can either sit with crossed legs or straight legs. Reach up and try and touch the wall. Keep your opposite butt cheek on the floor. Breathing in, breathe out to change over. Touching the wall. Good, go again. This time we're going to do sweep around. So we're just easing out the small of the back. Again, if this is too intense in your knees, you can just have the legs straight out in front. Just one more set. Reaching a little further each time as you get warmed up. Well, hopefully you should be warm now. Lovely. All right, just go into a gentle straddle, whatever that means for you, whether it's here or here. That's just the end of the playlist. And from here, just wiggle your belly forwards a little bit until you find a stretch in here. Nice and released. Again, if this is good for you, that's absolutely fine. Just go in your own limits. Not going to get any trophies. You're going to get respect, but not going to get any trophies for going too far. Don't crunch over. Belly button and chest upwards and forwards. Now, just turn and regard your foot. If you can stretch forward, then by all means. If you can reach the foot, then by all means give it a gentle tug. Remember, it's not about how far you go, it's about finding the stretch on the inside, so don't overstrain. Good, breathing in, breathe out to change over, just regard the other foot. And if you can, you may reach and pull up. Very, very nice. Good, and just to finish off, just bring the legs forward. Get your heels of your hand, just give them a good old pummel. Just starting to, you might get a little strain over this area here. So just pummel. Now get your hands like they're slightly cupped, like they're holding small amounts of water, and swap between your shin and your above your knee on either side 20 times. And then with the heel of the hand, just go down the calves a little bit more. And rub. Go to the leg, just hit with the heel. Get out all those sore bits. And rub. Oh, sorry, this one. And down. Lovely. Just to finish, sit wherever you're comfortable. Cross legs is fine, standing is fine. Hands. Cross it above the elbows and point up. If you can, grab hold. If you can't, don't worry about it. Lift the arms up and put the wrists forward, the hands forward, sorry. Arms up, hands forward. Should start to get a stretch between the shoulder blades. If you want, you can do a little circle just to help with that. And circle the other way. And then to get a stretch on top of the biceps, just bring the hands down. So it should be more here now. Obviously work within your comfort zone. Shake that out, change the other way. Up, out and circle. And circle the other way. Okay, I think I went a little over half an hour this time, but it just goes so fast. And go down. Just let the chin drop to the chest, arms length behind, and just gentle movement. Good, to bring yourself up with the hands down, jump the feet out. Bending over. Now, if you just use your hands to support you, if you rock yourself into the heels, you can get a stretch further up the top of the leg and the butt cheeks. If you take your hand forward onto your hands and go into your toes, you'll get a stretch through the calves. So you can just rock yourself from one to the other. Good, and to finish, just gently swing from side to side. Bend the knees, deep breath in, and breathe out to roll up. Lovely. Thank you very much for playing. Yeah, check out those Tai Chi sites. Thank you for the messages again. Keep them coming because it's fantastic. It's nice to see that you're all alive and well. And until tomorrow, have a lovely day. Thank you so much. Bye.